my friends, and welcome to Election Day in the United States 2020. I am so excited to be here on the final day of our Electing Peace experience together and to celebrate peace, and then also to celebrate what we've done so far, and to also just share what celebrating does to your body and your brain. So let's start with the last one and go forward from there. The cool thing about celebrating is that it takes, even if you just celebrate one small thing, celebrate that you thought a new thought toward peace today. Celebrate that you thought, hey, I want to get more peace today. And then celebrate that you took a step toward getting more peace today. And then celebrate that you added peace to somebody else's life today. Celebrate every little step towards your goal. When you see that that step is leading towards your goal, then you celebrate that peace. And what happens is you take the idea that you thought maybe at some point, if I were lucky, I would be able to feel peaceful. You take that thought and you take it from like a deer path in the woods as far as your neurological pathway goes through your brain. It's very faint. You know that deer travel through the woods, so you know it's possible that it's there. But you don't see it, and you certainly don't feel it, and it's not easy to jump on it and ride through it. So every time you see something that's moving you toward the goal of the thought process that you want or the feeling that you want, if you celebrate it, it adds, it builds that pathway. So it goes from being a deer path to being I have a lot of cars going by, and I noticed in yesterday's live stream that they actually made a difference, and I apologize for that. But I'll try and talk louder than the cars. But anyway, it goes from being a deer path to being a walking path for, I don't know, a couple people. And then you celebrate some more as you start seeing more proof that what you want is possible and that it's already happening in your life. And then it becomes a paved trail. And then it becomes a wider cart trail that's paved with thick stones. And then it becomes a wider trail. And eventually it becomes a superhighway in your brain, and maybe even a high-speed train line, so that all you have to do is jump on that train and you get whoosh to your destination. So practice celebrating. That's actually one of the best ways to get you to where you want to go. You do the work, you celebrate it. You think a new thought, you celebrate it. You see proof in your world that something is possible, you celebrate it. The reason why you celebrate something that's happening outside of you is that you noticed it. And your brain said, oh, look, it's already out there. And it's matching what I want in here. So if you see that match, celebrate it, because then you're telling your brain, yes, that's what I want you to see in my world. Yes. That's it. That's the peace. That's the joy. That's the experience I'm looking for. So it's a really simple but profound thing to do every day. And when I say celebrate, it can be as simple as just a little feeling in your heart. It's really important to add the feeling. So a little feeling of gratitude. Yes, thank you, more please. Yes, thank you, more please. That's exactly what I want to see. So for me, this morning, before I got on this live stream, I was seeing post after post on Facebook about people who are choosing peace today. They're choosing that no matter what happens, whether they take a long time at the polls or it's a short time at the polls, or whether their candidate wins or not, they're choosing to feel peace and to trust that even if it's not their candidate, or even if it is their candidate, that the world is moving in the direction of their dreams. Even if that other candidate has seemed horrible for them for however long, they can still choose to believe and to help make it happen on their own level that life is still moving toward the world they want. And I saw post after post after post of that already this morning before 8 o'clock in the morning. And I was so grateful. So I was actually still laying in bed next to my partner who's asleep. So I just said, yes, thank you, more please. Yes, thank you, more please. And I just kept seeing more. So my brain is going to keep showing those to me. And it's going to keep helping me trust that we can have peace no matter what is going on around us. And that more people are choosing that today and going forward. And I'm really grateful for that. So your celebration can be as simple as a silent, yes, thank you, please, where you just feel that gratitude in your heart. Or it can be jumping up and saying, yes, yes, I get this. Or even doing a little dance, woo, 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 I found a penny, I must be rich. Get excited even over the small wins. Every time you do, one, it feels good, right? It feels good right then in the moment. You don't have to wait for something big to feel good in the moment. And then also, it changes your brain and how it works so that you start feeling that hope and that excitement and that gratitude more easily. You can jump on that high-speed train anytime you want. It's not as hard to find that deer path in the woods after you've started celebrating it little by little by little, or even lot by lot by lot. Just start celebrating. It doesn't matter. I mean, it matters on all sorts of levels who wins today. But it also doesn't matter for you to choose peace in any moment, any day. And I encourage that so that we're not dependent on whatever happens out there to find our peace. Anyway, let's tap that in, shall we? Let's tap in celebrating and finding peace, and for me also the gratitude of folks coming to this challenge and making a difference in the world by choosing your own peace and taking steps toward it. So after the post, I would love for you to just type in something you're celebrating today, some small thing that you're able to say, yes, thank you, more please, or even something big. And we can all celebrate it with you. And if there's another deer path in your brain that you want to celebrate that you haven't been able to yet, go ahead and type that in too. And maybe that's what you should focus on while you're tapping today is, even though you haven't been able to find anything to celebrate about it yet, what if today you find that little piece, that little thing that helps you see the deer path? And then the next thing is to walk the deer path, and then to bring a friend on the deer path, and then to bring a whole group on the deer path to keep building that neural pathway in your brain. So let's tap on that. Okay, I'm gonna go down and see. I want to make sure that you can see my hands. Here we go. Even though I don't always feel like I have something to celebrate, what if today I can choose to celebrate so many things? And I do it. Even though I don't always feel like there's something to celebrate, and I'm actually pretty afraid of what might happen today, I love myself and I forgive myself and anyone else that helps me feel this fear. And I allow myself to find peace even if I'm afraid about today. Even though I have hope that I can feel like celebrating today, right now I'm still more afraid than I am peaceful. And I accept myself, and I accept those feelings in this moment now. Even though I don't always feel like I have something to celebrate, what if there's a very faint deer path in the woods of my brain that I can see going toward what I want to feel and what I want to see more of in the world? What if I can find that deer path today? What if I'm just walking by it and my dog catches its scent and I can follow that? Somebody else points out my deer track. What if that's possible for me today? What if I'm allowed to follow things that I want to feel? Whew. That one sent something through me, like I'm not allowed to choose because everybody else in the world is choosing something different. That's not true. I get to choose how I want to feel today and tomorrow and the next day. And if I'm ready to feel peace, darn well gonna feel peace. I'm looking forward to the opportunity to feel more peace today. What if I can feel more peace today? What if there's something for me to celebrate going toward my goals today? Outside of the eyes, what would it look like if I really celebrated? Even if it was just something small, what would I do to celebrate? Underneath the eyes, even though I haven't felt like celebrating for quite some time, what if I can just remember how to say and feel, yes, thank you, more please? Underneath the nose, what if I'm allowed to feel grateful and hopeful today? What if I'm allowed to celebrate that little spark? What if that spark can become a roaring fire of hope and peace? Chin point. Even though I haven't seen that, and it's hard for me to believe it's possible, what if today I build that pathway into a much bigger, safer, faster, easier to get on, easier to stay on road? What if I get to have that in my own brain today? What if it's safe for me to create this strong pathway in my brain toward peace, toward joy, toward gratitude? What if it's safe for me to do that? Collarbone. What if I still take action, even if I feel peaceful and hopeful? What if I know there's something I need to do in the world along with feeling peaceful and hopeful? What if I act from that place of peace, that place of power, that place of hope? What if I celebrate those small actions that I take? What if I celebrate other people going to vote today? If I've already voted, then all I need to do today is celebrate that everybody else is still getting out there. What if I celebrate that other people are helping get out the vote, using phones and calling people and finding out how they can help give rides if somebody needs a ride to the polls? What if it's easy? What if we deserve more hope and more peace, more kindness, more connection? What if I celebrate all those things today? What if I let go of not trusting? What if I let go of my fear? Who would I be without that fear? Who would I be with more faith, more trust, more peace, more joy, more power? What would my life look like if I could step into that fully today? I'm so excited to find out. I'm so excited to do this with you. I'm so excited that we all are moving toward more peace. I'm so excited that we are electing peace today. I'm so grateful for this experience. I'm so excited to see the change. I allow it. I accept it. I expect it. And so it is. And so I am. And so we are. So that is today's tapping, and I again thank you for this experience. If you have been posting and participating, I look forward to seeing you again tomorrow in the private Zoom call. If you haven't been participating, post, do something today so that I can invite you to the Zoom call for tomorrow and help us take our steps forward after we know a little bit more. I don't know that we're going to actually know the results tonight, but we'll start getting a feel, and we'll all start at least seeing what happens at the end of polls closing tonight. So tomorrow we meet via Zoom for anybody who's posted and participated in this. And after I see who posts by the end of the day today, I'll do the drawing for the free EFT session. So I look forward to seeing what you're celebrating today, and I look forward to cheering you on and celebrating your celebrating. I love you all, and I wish you great peace and great joy today and always going forward.